हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू थर्ड लेक्चर ऑफ मैथ्स फॉर नीट फिजिक्स। आज के लेक्चर में हम कवर करेंगे लीनियर इक्वेशंस, क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशंस एंड फैक्टराइजेशन टेक्निक। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विथ लीनियर इक्वेशन। लेट मी सेलेक्ट इट white. We have to increase its thickness. Let's start with linear equation. Linear equation. So first of all, what is equation? I hope you all are clear with what is equation. In class 6th, 7th we have studied. So equation is some mathematical expression in which some known and some unknown quantities are there. Using mathematical operations, we find the value of unknown quantity. Like if we say that 3 plus x is equal to 5. So what we will do? We will subtract 3 on both sides. Many times what we do, we take 3 to right hand side, which is not wrong here, but some places it will become wrong. So try to understand what is correct mathematical operation. We'll subtract 3 on both sides. So 3 plus x minus 3 is equal to 5 minus 2. So this can be written as x is equal to 3. X is equal to 3. When our expression is separated by plus equal to sign, or we have something in addition or subtraction, then this is fine, taking some quantity to the right hand side, left hand side. But when we'll have inequalities, then this will not be correct. But for now, for this lecture, we can say this 3 will go to right hand side. So x is equal to 3. So this is called equation. Now what is linear equation? So when the variable have is first power, like what is the power of x? 1. X can be written as x is equal to 1. So if we have any equation, x plus 3 is equal to 7. So power of x is 1. So this is linear equation. But if I say x square is equal to 3, this is not linear equation. This is quadratic equation because here power is 2. So we are first we are going to study linear equation. सबसे पहले हम linear equations पढ़ेंगे. X is equal to 3. This we have solved. Now we have linear equation in one variable. In one variable. In one variable. In one variable. Select it little more thicker. In one variable. So what does it mean by linear equation in one variable? When number of variable will only be 1. Just like here. How many variable was there? 3 plus x is equal to 5. So only x was variable. So number of variable was 1. So x is equal to 3. Actually, we have subtracted here 2. It will be 3 and it will be 2. Sorry for that. So it will be x is equal to 2. But if I give you some equation where I am saying 3x plus 2y is equal to 10. How many variable are there? X is also variable and y is also variable. So there are two unknown. So this will be called linear equation in two variable. And always remember, how many variable are there? Same number of equation we need to solve that. If we have two variable, one equation, we cannot solve it. So suppose that we have 2x plus 5y is equal to 7. Now we have two variable. Now we have two equation and both equation have two variable. Now we can solve these two equation and find the value of x and y. So linear equation in one variable is very simple. Just some addition subtraction you have to do, like here in this question. In one variable, and when where number of variable is only one, just like this example. So this one variable like 3x plus 5 is equal to 10. This is linear equation in one variable. This is two variable. Two variable. This question is two variable. Linear equation is two variable. So number of variable one variable, two variable. How many equation we need to solve that? Solving equation means finding the value of variable. So how many equation we need? The number of variable is equal to the number of equation we need to solve the linear equation of two variable, three variable. If we have 10 variable, we need 10 equation. This will be used in physics many times, particularly in laws of motion, in rotational mechanics, when you will develop equation using our physics theories. Sometimes we will observe that okay, we have three variable and we can only develop two equations. So you have to identify how we can use our physics theory to develop one more equation. We can use theory of constraint, or we can use any other theory, relative velocity theory, any conservation of any physical quantity theory. So using some physical concept, we'll develop some equation. Number of equations should be equal to number of variable, and then we will be able to solve those equation and find the value of variable. So we have linear equation, one variable, very simple. Two variable, let's take some example and we'll solve that. So first of all, we'll discuss what are the method of solving linear equation in two variable. One more thing, we will not go very deep in this topic because you all have studied in class 10. In first part of this lecture series, we will discuss algebra, which you have already studied up to class 10. Second part, we will discuss trigonometry. Third part, calculus, and fourth part, miscellaneous. So here we are going to discuss all these things very basic. These lectures are for those initial 10 to 12, actually not 10 to 12, 4 to 5 lecture will be for those who have not studied well up to class 10. If you'll see all this, it will be clear and you will not face any difficulty in physics due to mathematics. So suppose that we have an equation a1 x plus b1 y is equal to c1. Second equation is a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. We all know a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, all these are called coefficient, and x, y are variable. Now we have three methods to solve this problem. Solve this problem means finding the value of x and y. First is called substitution. Substitution. You all have studied substitution means find the value of x or y from one equation and put in other. Like what we'll do from first equation, we will consider other as constant. So suppose that from first equation, we want to find the value of x. So we will treat y as constant. So this will become one variable equation. So x can be written as this will go right hand side. So c1 minus b1y and divided by a1. This is the value of x from first equation. And we will not put this back into the first equation, but we have to put this in second equation. So it will become a2 into value of x, a2 into c1 minus b1y divided by a1 plus b2y is equal to c2. Now you can see in this equation only y is left, which is variable. So from this equation very easily we can find the value of y. This is called substitution method. This is called substitution method. Second type of method is elimination method. Elimination method. It is little easier, and in physics most of the times we try to use elimination method. If we are not able to solve, then we will go to substitution method or cross multiplication method. But if possible, we will try to solve our equations in physics by elimination method. When we use this, like suppose that we have some equation 2x plus 9y is equal to 20, and second equation we have is x minus 3y is equal to 16. Suppose that we have two equations. Now in elimination method, at least one part of the equation should be same. Like here we have 2x, here also we need 2x. Here we have 9y, here also we need 9y. Here we have 20, here also we need 20. So we can change this equation. If any equation is multiplied or divided by same number on both sides, it remain unchanged. So see, here we have 2x, here also we need 2x. So we can multiply this whole equation multiplied by 2. Or here we have 9y, here also we need 9y. So we can multiply this whole equation by 3. Anything we can do, no issue. So actually we are going to change this into 2x. When we'll multiply by 2, it will become 2x minus 6y. We have to multiply the whole equation is equal to 32. Now in this equation and this equation, 2x is common. So what we are going to do, first minus second, equation 1 minus equation 2. So 2x minus 2x 0, 9x minus 6x means it will be added 9y minus 6y, it will become 15y is equal to 20 minus 32 minus 12. So from here we'll get y is equal to minus 12 by 15, or we can write minus 4 by 5. Similarly, now when we'll put the value of y in any one of these equations, we'll get the value of x2. You all have studied about these things. If we put the value of y in any of these one or this equation or this equation, we are going to get the value of y. So this is called elimination method. So we have seen two methods. First, substitution method, and second, elimination method. Now third, we are going to see cross multiplication method. So what we do in cross multiplication method, suppose that we have some equation. Third type of method to solve equations in two variables is cross multiplication. Cross multiplication method. So here, suppose that we have an equation a1x plus b1y plus or is equal to c1, or a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. Now we can write the first equation in the form, what will be the value of x, or we will write this equation in the form of x, y. We are writing for x, so what we have to write, b1 c2 means this cross. When we are writing for x, this will be cancelled. Both coefficient of x in both equation will be cancelled. So now we have to write cross b1 c2, b1 c2 minus c1 b2, c1 b2 is equal to y divided by. Now when we are writing for y, this term will not be taken. Now a1 c2. So here we'll write a1 c2. Actually first c1 a2. When we are writing for y, we have to start from next term. So we'll write it for c1 a2 and minus a1 c2 and is equal to, now for third term we'll write 1 divided by. So here we don't have any variable with c, so we have to write 1 and divide by. Now this will be removed, and now a1 b2, a1 b2 minus b1 a2. I hope you can remember this. And actually in physics we will not use this method in that much. Rarely you will use this. Very rarely we'll use this. Now from this equation we can easily calculate value of x. So this is equal to this one. So x is equal to this v1 c2 minus c1 v2 will go here. So x is equal to v1 c2 minus c1 v2 divided by a1 v2 minus v1 a2. Simply we can find x and y both from this equation. Very simple. But we will not use this method that much. So no need to worry about this. But these two methods, one elimination method and one substitution method, these two we'll use many times, particularly elimination method, because elimination method is the simplest way to solve linear equation in two variable or even three variable. So we have to study the two elimination method very well. Now suppose that we have three variable equation, linear equation, linear equation in three variable. What we'll do, suppose that we have one equation, two equation, three equation. So what we are going to, suppose that a1 x plus b1y plus c1z is equal to d1, first equation. a2x plus b2y plus c2z is equal to d2, and a3x plus b3y plus c3z is equal to d3. So here we have three variable and we have three set of equations. How we'll solve this? So first of all, we'll convert three equation into two equation by removing one variable and one equation. So the same substitution method or elimination method we are going to use, such that one variable and one equation will be removed, and this will be converted into some two equation variable. So this will be changed into like m1 x plus, let's remove y. So m1 x plus n1 y is equal to o1, and m2 x plus n2 y is equal to o2. So now this will be converted into two variable equation, and then we'll solve these two. So even if you have 3, 4, 5, 6 variable equation, we have to eliminate one variable such that it remains two variable. If we have 4, so first we'll convert 4 variable equation into 3 variable, then 3 variable into 2 variable, and then we'll solve. So this is how we'll proceed with equations in two variable, one variable, means linear equation in two variable and one variable. I'm not going into too much numerical and all these things because these all are basic things. I am just actually revising whatever you have studied up to class 10th. Real mathematics for NEET will start from trigonometry. In physics, these equations will be used many time. In every chapter, you have to develop some equation, linear equation in one variable, two variable, three variable, and we have to find the variable. In using physics theory, we will develop equation, and then using mathematics, we will solve them. So now, after linear equations, are going to discuss quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. This is the way what you are going to face in physics many times. So just like in linear equation, we have only one variable. In quadratic equation, we'll have two variables. In linear equation, we have variable to the power 1. In quadratic equation, we'll have variable to the power 2. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. You all have studied about quadratic equation. What is the solution for this? Solution is minus b plus minus root under b square minus 4ac and divided by 2a, in which this quantity is called discriminant. Discriminant is equal to v square minus 4ac, which is under root. And we all know whatever quantity is under root, it should always be positive. It cannot be negative. So if determinant is greater than 0, only then it have real solutions. Real solutions. If determinant become less than 0, we cannot solve that. And again, if going in detail, if discriminant is greater than 0, but real and distinct root. Distinct means if two root is there, one is 2, another will not be 2. But if d is equal to 0, then real but same root. Means both root will be 2, both root will be 3, both root will be 5. And if d is less than 0, imaginary, or we can say complex, root will be complex. So we will solve only when d is greater than 0 or equal to 0. If d is less than 0, it will give imaginary solution. Now this can be used to solve quadratic equation, but this is little complicated. Who is going to do this whole big formula every time? And first you have to check whether determinant is more than 0 or not. Sorry, not determinant, I am always saying determinant. Discriminant is more than 0 or not. So we have different methods of solving quadratic equation. The most popular method of solving quadratic equation is factorization. If factorization will not work, means we try to, if factorization will not work, only then we will go to use that formula, x is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac by 2e. So what is factorization? Actually, whenever we have quadratic equation, we try to convert quadratic equation in product of linear equation. Quadratic equation will be converted into quadratic equation converted into product of linear equation. Product of linear equation, and then every product will be equated to 0. For example, let's suppose we have x square minus 5x is equal to 0. This is a linear equation. Now what we'll do, see, if we take x common from this, then here we'll get x and minus 5 is equal to 0. So here actually we have two equations, linear equations, one x and one x minus 5. And we can write x is equal to 0 or x minus 5 is equal to 0 or both. So either x is equal to 0 or 5, or both are correct. Either x will be equal, if x is equal to 0, then it will be 0. If x is equal to 5, then this equation is correct, means it will be 0. And if value of x is, means value of x can be either 0 or 5. So either 0 is correct, 5 is correct, or both is correct. So this is how we do factorization. This is the, and this is the method how we solve quadratic equation quite often in physics. There are various methods of factorization too. So methods of factorization. First method is common factor, common factor. And most important thing that is going to help you in factorization is your common sense, logic, IQ. So do some practice of factorization. So here, suppose that we have an equation 3x square plus, I think you all have studied about these factorization and all, 3x into 2x plus 3. Suppose that we have equation 3x 6x square plus 9x. What is common between these two? 3x is common. So what will be left? 2x plus 3. And suppose that this is equal to 3. Suppose that. Now when we'll solve this, either 3x is equal to 3, sorry, this is equal to 0. So what we are going to get? 3x is equal to 0, so x is equal to 0, or 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. In that case, x will be minus 3 by 2. So these are the method how do we solve quadratic equation by factorization. One more question we can take, second type of factorization is called grouping. Grouping, like if we take an example, ax plus ay plus bx plus by is equal to ax bx. Will take this will be used in physics many times. So group, take group of similar variable ax and bx. So a, when we'll group, take group of ax and bx, we can write a plus bx and plus ay and by. So we can write a plus b into y. Now you can see here a plus b, here a plus b. So now we can write a plus b into x plus y, a plus b into x plus y. So if this is equal to 0, this will be equal to 0. Then either a is equal to b or x is equal to, sorry, either a is equal to minus b or x is equal to minus y. Then there are some more types, like quadratic trinomial, quadratic trinomial. Like suppose that we have x square plus 5x plus 6. Here you can see this is equal to 0. So here you can see we don't have 4 terms to take grouping. We need at least 4 term or 6 term or 2 term. Here we have 3 term. So we have to break one of the term in two parts. So how will break? See, if 5x can be written as 6x minus x, will it work? Or 3x plus 2x or 4x plus 1x. So we'll try to write it such that, see, 5 can be written as 3 plus 2, 4 plus 1, 5 plus 1. In these terms, it can be written. So 3, try to multiply. 3 into 2 is 6, yes. 4 into 1, 6, no. 5 into 1, 6, no. So these two are wrong. Wrong approach. So we have to take such that product of these two became 6. So now if our equation 3x square plus 5x plus or minus plus 6 is equal to 0. Now we have to write 5x as 3x plus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. Now we'll take common from this x. So x plus 3 plus, now here we'll take common 2. So x plus 3. See, common quantity should be taken such that this remains same. After taking common, whatever is left should be same in both parts. Now we can write x plus 3 taking common. We'll write x plus 2 is equal to 0. X plus 3 common, so x plus 2 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 3 or minus 2. Both are correct. So these are the methods of factorization. One most important thing in factorization, we can say fourth type, is spatial identities. Spatial identities. Like sometime we'll observe a square plus 2ab plus b square. We all know this is equal to a plus b whole square. So these types of equation you have to remember, which we can use. One more is a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. So this was all about linear equation, quadratic equation, and factorization. We are discussing basics up to class 10th. After this, we will discuss Some more basic part is left. Then we'll start trigonometry, then calculus, coordinate geometry, probability, complete 11th 12th physics we are going to cover in this lecture series. We have started from 9th 10th, so that after completing this lecture, no NEET students have problem in physics. Most of the NEET students have problem in physics due to mathematics. I am teaching physics from many years, and what I have observed, most of the students preparing for NEET faces difficulty in physics only due to math. So that problem I am going to solve for you. Be with this lecture, keep tracing, keep watching the lecture, doing problem practice. If you have any doubt in these mathematics or any chapter of physics 11th or 12th, you can send me on a telegram link. Link is given in the description. You can send me on telegram. Just take a picture of that question and send with me, share with me. Thank you.